Do it for Christ.
Hey.
Only got one life. One shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right.
It's Wealthy Marriage Wednesday. What's going on, everybody?
It's the best time of the week.
It's the most wonderful time.
Oh my goodness.
You getting some singing today.
Oh,
with your fine self.
He's serenading me.
Hey, that's because you got your nails done. Whenever any day you get your nails done.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
I'm singing.
He's singing.
All right. Hey, it's officially, this is your time.
Yes.
For Wealthy Marriage Wednesday. Yes. You're all welcome for
do
this
your part.
Broadcast. So do your part.
He
said do your part. Do your part.
You. Mm-hmm.
And share this with somebody that you care about. We're gonna be talking about the real estate game today.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking about the real estate game all week.
We had.
Yeah, but right now it's like even more serious. Like
yes.
The time is right now. I mean, I would tell you there's rarely times when I've been like, man, this is the moment.
Yeah.
If you ain't investing,
the time is now.
You missing out. And so anyway, we're gonna share some current events.
Yeah.
And then we'll keep it going from there.
So we want y'all to share.
Joey's sharing it on all the pages. So we're going to give you that moment to be able to do the same.
I am.
A lot to talk about today. Nothing controversial.
No.
Just giving away some free game today. Free game alert.
What we do.
Hopefully you all came out and you follow Master Builders Academy. It's a nonprofit organization,
yes.
But there's a lot of great information that's shared on there about real estate and business and professional development. And so if you're not a part of that, highly recommend it. If you're not a part of Kentuckiana Real Estate Investors Association, highly recommend it. Or your local RIA in your area. RIA is a real estate investors association. You got to get linked up. And so one thing we don't do is be part of a community of people who win it.
Yeah.
And so I want to hang around the people who win it. So shout out to all of you out there who hanging in community with folks who win it. I want to be in the community with folks who win it.
Yes.
So that I can get that contact blessing. And I believe that you all being on this broadcast today is you getting a contact blessing. You're going to get some of our blessing.
Well,
you blessed by association. Just for being on Millionaire Marriages. Okay, so I blew some stuff today. So I'm going to start off. Sometimes you just got to share your own business. So I got surgery on my toe.
Oh my goodness.
And so I'm like, all right, I got surgery on my toe. It's not a big deal. And so I come home, I muscle my way through it. I'm feeling kind of good, kind of manly. I'm doing my thing. I'm crying on the inside, but I feel all right.
He's manning up.
I'm manning up. I'm doing everything I can to man up.
Yeah.
Joy leaves. She's like, I'm about to go get my nails done. I was like, okay, cool. And so she leaves. I got to soak the toe. So I wanted to, figure it out by myself like a big guy. I can do things without my wife. I can do things without. I ain't got to call you every single time. I'm about to make a decision.
Because you a man.
I'm a man. I'm about to make a decision. You ain't going to be sitting here all over my shoulder telling me all the stuff.
You right.
I got some stuff I'm about to do.
He's a big man.
So anyway, there's a blunder that happens. I decided after looking through all the different places that I could have used to soak my toe, that I was going to get the pan out of the bottom of the cabinet. This is a very unused cooking pan. I mean, I can't even remember the last time we used this pan. So I was like, hey, we'll just bleach the pan afterwards. It'll be fine. We're going to clean the pan. Joy found out that I used the pan. Okay. She comes home and as nicely as she could, she says, I know you're such an amazing man. And I was like, oh, really? Yeah. She got me good this time. I was like, oh, man, I am pretty amazing. And then she said,
exactly.
And then she said, okay, all right. She was like, and I know you was just doing what you thought was the right thing to do. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, okay. Yes, I did. She gave me some good stuff. I was like, I did a good job. She gonna give me some improvements, but I did a good job. Yeah. And then she told me something else. She said, baby, I love you. Don't you ever stick your foot in a food pan again in the rest of your life.
Ever.
And she said it so nice and sweet.
Oh, yeah.
But I wanted to just thank you.
Because look, for real, because I'm going to tell you, when I saw that, I said, no, he didn't.
Well, from now on.
Now, let me tell y'all, because for real, this is like one of those nice, big, beautiful stainless steel, big stock pans. You know, once you cook like your greens in, when you're hosting for your friends and family, you cook like your big.
Okay.
My husband, my wonderful husband.
So, all right. Okay. So, I know we talked about real estate today. I'm ready to go to real estate. So
that's the blunder of the day.
Lesson of the day, just ask first. Don't make the decision all the way by yourself. Okay. I'm sorry, baby. I shouldn't have done that. I'm getting my life together.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your grace. You made me feel so good when you told me that. And so I feel fully corrected and apologetic. And I will never stick my foot in another toe. But if anybody ever says you stuck your foot in them greens, you can be like, yeah, he did.
Oh, that's his foot.
No, I'm just playing. No, seriously, no. We're gonna clean the pad out. And I don't know if she's ever gonna let me use it for anything else, but that's just a fact. So we were here to talk about real estate today. God bless you all. Good to see you.
That's just a little snippet of our life, y'all.
That's the snippet of our real life. And we've been doing real estate and other things too. Yeah. But today we're here to talk about this topic, which is this types of real estate investing.
Yes.
And so many people that we know, obviously, we're real estate coaches. Mm-hmm. We help married couples invest in real estate. All of our couples are winning in different ways. And we're excited about their progress.
Yes.
But this is something that many people don't know about. So we're going to break it down for you in the most simple way so that you all as a couple can understand more about real estate investing and start making broader decisions.
Okay.
You know, one thing me and Joy found is that whenever we're talking real estate, most people literally, they only think about one type. Like they think it's some kind of big grand thing that's unapproachable.
Yeah.
And so we're really here to kind of demystify some of that.
Right. Because you don't have to be a big millionaire, have hundreds
of thousands and millions and bazillions of dollars.
Right. You can start with what you have in your hand.
Yeah, start with what you have in your hand. And there's different approaches to it.
It is.
And so there's not just one approach. There's a lot of people winning in a lot of different ways. And so we're here to help you to win. And so we're going to talk through some of those different ways on today. Yeah. And so if you see here, this is the types of real estate investing. So we're going to talk about this from a really straightforward standpoint. And so there's some.
I got one thing before you get into it. How about we tell them who we are? Because we got some new folks out there.
Y'all don't even know who we are yet. They know us. Okay.
Well,
right. So we'll tell you. I'm John.
He's John.
I'm John, not her. I'm John. John Mays. Yes. I am a real estate coach. I am a loving father. I love my kids very much. 3 of them. I love my beautiful wife. We're also youth ministers as well at our church, which we absolutely love. We work in nonprofit work. Yes. I do business coaching too, which is really cool.
We do a lot of cool stuff.
We do a lot of cool stuff. We speak. Yes. We've written a few books.
Yes.
And we like each other. Like for real,
and I'm Coach Joy.
Yes.
And I do. He is my best friend. It's the best thing in the world we could have done is starting to do work together. Everything we do it together, and it is fantastic. So we want everybody to do the same.
Yeah. So our whole role about having this channel is not just to give you all this information, and we're not wanting to convince you of anything. We're literally just here to help you to win in business and help you to make the best decision that we've ever made, which is making the time to work together as a couple. Yeah. And there's a lot of ways to work together, but we found the easiest way to get started working together in a successful business is in real estate.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're going to be talking about it so much, especially when we're not talking about these books, which we wrote for you and your boo-boo. And so there's a mom version, a pop version, mom and pop millionaire marriages. And this is the path to be able to get there together, to work together and enjoy each other. Yeah. And some people like spending the day with their
mate.
Yeah, with their mate.
With
so
their significant
if you like this, we got a lot of great information that we share on this channel, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or wherever else. Feel free to like, subscribe, so that we can get you the latest and greatest. So with that being said, let's get into the real deal. The reason why you came is to talk about these real estate investing on today. And so we're going to talk about these 7 types of real estate.
Okay. All right. Well, we got 7 of them. The first one, single family.
Single family.
Yeah, single family. We have small multifamily.
Okay, what's a single family before you get too deep?
A single family Is a buy and hold. Is
What's a buy and hold?
Oh, buy
You
and
got to
hold.
break this thing all the way
Okay,
down.
okay. A
Yeah.
single family resident is a single family house, a single family home. It's usually where just one family resides in. It's usually can go from 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, usually just one unit in it.
Okay, so one house.
Mhm.
So it's just like a house you grew up in. For
Yeah.
most people, some
Yeah.
people grew up in apartments, some people had a house.
Yeah.
And so houses is it's just a house.
That's what it is. It's
And,
just a
and so
house.
we're talking about ways to rent it. And so we're going to talk about single family in terms of single family buy and hold rental properties. And we're going to share some other strategies on that as well.
Okay.
Then there's the small multifamily,
Small multifamily,
which
has 2 to 5
apartments. Yeah. So it's just apartment living
units.
in a small complex. So
Yeah.
it's like living in a small apartment complex. Many of us grew up in small apartment complexes or like something like that. That's called small multifamily.
Yeah.
And that's another, when we say buy and hold, we're talking about something that you buy and that you're going to rent for a long time.
Yeah.
And you're going to keep it. And it's going to increase in value. And then over time, it's going that the rents will go up. And then over time, you'll be able to build some wealth in the property. The next is fixing and flipping.
Oh, fixing and flipping.
That's HGTV, baby. Okay, all right. That's just not true. So HGTV, you got to unlearn all that stuff. Yeah. We'll teach you about that another day. But fixing and flipping is definitely a winning strategy, but it's just not the same as what you see on TV.
Right.
And then also Burr. Somebody say it with me in the chat.
Burr.
Now this is the bread and butter play right here.
This is a bread and butter.
This is a fundamental bread and butter play for mom and pop millionaire marriages.
It's a fundamental for us.
We teach. Honestly, I think in the Midwest as a whole, it's just a great play for many areas, and that's where you buy a property, you add value to it, you rent it out for cash flow, and then you refinance the property with the bank, and you take the money that you had invested and you get it all back. And then you repeat the process. So when you learn how to buy right at a discounted price and then able to add value to a property, then if you can learn those two skills, then you'll never be broke again, and your family will be on a wealth trajectory that's unstoppable. And so those are the two things we teach in our program, and that is involved in the Burr method.
Yes. Yep. And next we have short-term rentals, or more commonly people call it Airbnb, but they're more than just one type of short-term rental companies that you can use.
Yeah, so Airbnb is a provider, just like Joy was saying. There's other VRBO, there's other ways to do it. There's also midterm rentals like furnished finders, or being able to rent out a month at a time or 2 months at a time, furnished properties, things of that nature. And we'll talk about those things here shortly. There's also wholesaling real estate, which is selling a piece of paper, which is amazing. If you know how much something is worth and you're able to get a good deal, a good contract on that property, well, you can sell it to somebody else, and the difference in what the contract price is and what somebody else believes is worth is the amount that you would make. And so it's a really cool way if you don't have a lot of money, but you do have time to do research and to be able to reach out to people who might be interested in buying or selling. It's a really good way to be able to earn some large checks that you can help you to be able to invest in different types of real estate.
Yeah, it's a good way to, if you don't have a lot, that will help you start to do. You can get your single family or your small multifamily to get your real estate portfolio started.
Yeah, and it's the quickest flip you'll ever do. It's one where you never had to fix anything.
Or pick up a hammer.
You just flip the contract.
That's right.
All right, and so then also commercial and apartment investing. And so we'll talk on that briefly. And so some of you have some capital. I know a lot of people follow us that got some big money. Some people have that mid money, and some people ain't got no money. And so, but if you got some good information, good knowledge, or you're going to need some resources of some kind to do commercials and apartments, even for the knowledge or to be in the room on some of that stuff. But we'll share so that you have some insights on that. But of course, whenever we talk about real estate, we always going to hit you with these. Why is it so important for you to own real estate, especially as a married couple, but as a partnership or as anybody? Why is it so important?
Well, ownership it gives you control. It gives you control over the property. It even gives you control over your life.
Right.
Like because sometimes, when you're at a job that you don't really like and you're not getting promoted, you're not getting this, being able to have real estate can help you get control over that.
Absolutely. But then and then also in terms of, it's good to be able to walk up to a place as a physical asset. Like, I don't know about you all. I didn't know where my 401k is. Maybe you do. What is a mid-cap industrial? What company is mid-cap? What international companies is your 401k or your 403b? What is it? Where is your money?
Yeah.
And so like I never understood that. And so I wanted to go walk up and touch something.
Yeah.
And when you do real estate, you can walk up and touch the thing that you're invested in.
You can.
And it's a good way for you to be able to see the progress. As a physical asset, that means that you can go in and you can physically work with people as a business and add value to the property and increase your wealth by using like basically a part-time job.
Yeah. Diversification. Diversification. Where were you going with this part?
Well, honestly, diversification is that sometimes you got some stocks, and it's good to have stocks. Right. It's good to own a business. It's good to have a side hustle. Yeah. It's good to have all these different things, but real estate needs to be one of the plays. Okay. It's because there's so many benefits to it that it's just a great way to be able to get money from different ways. Okay. And so diversification means you don't put all your eggs in one basket. And then also you don't get all your don't get all your groceries from the same store. You know what I'm saying? What if that one store shut down? You ain't getting no groceries.
Okay. Yeah. So we need to be able to go to different types of real estate investing to be able to. Okay.
Correct.
All right. Yep. Passive income potential.
Yeah. And so you got passive income. Does anybody know what passive income is? I might have to stop the slideshow. Can I stop the slideshow?
Oh, put a pause on
passive income. Passive income is where your money isn't anchored to your time. And the best part about real estate investing, as opposed to some other types of businesses and different things, is that it's really can be passive if you and semi-passive, if you will. You still got to count the money. Because
for example, working in a restaurant, like owning a restaurant, that's more active. That's active.
Yeah. Or if you sell some products, or if you do coaching, or if you do any of these things, it's anchored on your time. Right. And so the more time you put into it, the more you can make. Yeah. But it's the peak of what you can make is anchored on your time. And so you want to do businesses and other things, and especially have investments that aren't completely anchored to your time. And real estate is a great one of those different things. And so when you're not anchored to time, that means that you can be in another location. You could be on a beach, you could be at a lake, you could be at your kids' vacation, at your kids'
graduation,
school, you could be at practice, you could be, wherever, and that the asset's still performing for you, still making money.
Yes.
And so we're going to get into the types of real estate investing today, because that's really the purpose of this.
Yes.
But before we get into that, there's some fundamental stuff that if we don't share, I don't think it really is.
Yeah, because I think all these are important to know, especially when you starting to invest in real estate.
Yeah, so you have to put that in the chat. Ideal. Yes. This is a big one. You're going to hear us share this more than once, but ideal is real estate. It gives you income.
It does give you income.
It's opportunities for you to be able to get income, depreciation. So some of us are paying way too much taxes.
Right. And real estate definitely will help you with that.
It will help you have additional ways as you're opening your real estate businesses. And then also equity. Yeah, to be able to grow your net worth and to be able to grow your overall, when they say how much this person is worth, they're talking about equity. And so that's a good way to be able to grow that.
Yeah, and you can grow it more quickly that way with real estate than you can with other types of investing.
Absolutely, and you grow it through appreciation. If you don't know what any of these words are, you can go back and watch some of our previous videos, but I just wanted to hit you with some of these. But appreciation is when a property goes up in value just because you own it. So you bought something for $100,000, 5 years later, it was worth $150,000. And then now all of a sudden you made $50,000, but you didn't actually do anything. Right. It just sat there and it went up, and somebody else was willing to pay more for it. Yeah. And so you became more wealthy because of that.
Right. Ooh, the L. Leverage.
OPM. You get to use other people's money. That means that the good part is that you can have a little and you can get a lot. Yep. Like to somebody, a little, they're like, I only got $100,000. What do I do? Okay. Well, great. You got $100,000. Congratulations. But you can use that to leverage a lot of other people's money.
Absolutely.
And then if you have 10,000, if you have 5,000, if you have 2,000, whatever it is that you have, leverage allows you to use the little bits you do have and to be able to get access to a lot of capital from investors. So you have single family homes.
Ooh, single family homes.
And this is what we like to do is single family homes for a lot of different reasons.
Favorite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To rent single family, we're talking about different kinds of rental properties
Yes.
today. And to rent single family homes, to both me and Joy, is the number one best way to do real estate.
Yeah, because it has some of the best benefits of it. At least I think. At least we think.
Like what?
Like you get a passive income cash, which is your cash flow. You can get that more quickly. You also it's easier. There's multiple exit strategies for a single family.
What's the exit strategy?
So like if you want to get rid of it.
Yeah. So if you ever want to sell it, you can sell it to somebody.
It's easier to sell a home because with a single family home, you can sell it to a first time homeowner, or you can sell it to another investor.
You can say it's a lot of different ways that if you ever want to get rid of it, they have the whole multiple listing service. So if you like Zillow or Realtor.com or Redfin, is that you can put the house out there on the market and people all over the world will see it and somebody will pay you for it. And so there's easy to be able to get your money back out of these properties. And so for us, single family houses is the way to go. We believe that's why hedge funds, and if you are in the know, hedge funds, which are large trillion, billion-dollar companies, are buying hundreds and thousands of single family homes across the United States of America. They're doing this because it's a winning strategy. It's because it's cheaper to buy single family homes, fix them up, and then rent them than it is to build new or to build apartments. And so if it's better for them and they are not in your neighborhood, then I guarantee you it's 3 times better for you. So if you ever want validation that it's the best investment, just follow the hedge funds who could easily build apartments or skyscrapers, but they're not. They're buying the house next door to grandma and you. All right. So the next one is
a small multifamily. So a multifamily involves a duplex or a triplex, and to rent out those units.
Tell us about it.
So a multifamily, it's where you have like 2 apartments in one building, or you have 3 apartments in one building. So it's small, so you don't have a really big one, but you're able to get more cash flow. You can get more cash flow per month. It's a little bit less risk, even if it gets vacant at one time, because you can still have cash flow coming in if no one is living in one of the units, so you still have the other one. So it has this.
It's got benefits. Yeah, it's got benefits. So like, let's say you get one person who's not paying. Well, you still got one person that is paying who can help pay the note.
Right.
Or if you got 2 units, then they both are eligible for rent increase. So it's a little bit of the good news about investing in small multifamily is that they go up in value a lot quicker, in my opinion, if you raise the rent, or if you are able to charge back for things like sometimes you pay the water bill or electric bill, they end up paying those different things, or how you handle those different things is they go up in value based on the rents. And then also you can still get sometimes based off of comparable sales. And so there's so many different ways to have a duplex or a triplex or a fourplex. All those different things are small multifamily. The only one challenge I would say is that, you got to take care of the landscaping a lot of times. And then also, if you get one bad tenant, then, that kind of can drive up the other tenant and those sorts of things. So sometimes you kind of got to deal with some of those things, but in general, people who stay in these small multifamily, to me, I think they stay longer than people who stay in normal apartments.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And then generally speaking as well, this just a great way to get into multifamily investing without having to get like a 50-unit apartment complex.
Right. So next we have fix and flip.
Fix and flip, HGTV, baby.
HGTV.
I'm gonna keep saying that too, because it's not true. And this is such a fallacy that has been.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a fallacy, because you can fix and flip houses, and they can come out looking very beautiful. Now, the time that it takes is what HGTV gives you a really kind of unrealistic, because that is like, in 48 hours.
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen that quick. But I think it does give you some great ideas, and
It does.
but
It does. But also sometimes it makes it seem like, okay, I bought it for this much, and then I paid this much in repairs, and then all the difference is just my profit.
Yeah.
And that's just not really the case. There's a lot of underlying costs, whether it is costs of interest that you pay from paying lenders, there's costs of holding the property, there's costs of realtors, then there's the time that it takes when you're just sitting on the property. And it underestimates the nerves. Like it takes a lot of nervous energy because seriously, like let it be 2 weeks. So you put this property on the market, you've been sweating this thing out for like 3 months, and you finally got it on the market. You can't wait to get it on. As an investor, I'm sitting here like every day calling, like, can you, why my property listed? Get it listed. I mean, right now. I mean, not now, but right now.
Right.
All the good realtors, I need y'all to text me just or put your information in the chat. I'm looking for always looking for great realtors.
Always.
But like, get that thing up immediately and then get it sold. Like that's all you're thinking. And then somebody looks at it and they don't like it, and then petty will hit you. I'm telling you. Like, what you mean you rated mine a 4 out of 5? What do you mean a 4 out of 5? My house is perfect. You know what I mean? It's like it was beautiful. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all that stuff you got to kind of, I don't know. If your petty level is high, then you might not want to fix and flip because you're going to be on an emotional roller coaster with people.
Yeah. Because you do get to use your creative expression on it. Yeah. And like you put in your whole heart and soul and ideas, and then you see it come to fruition, and then somebody come and tell you something is ugly.
They like,
you kidding me?
I didn't really like the light yellow door on there. Which right.
Right. You got you feeling some kind of way.
You got you feeling some stuff. Like I thought this out.
Shades of yellow I had to go through to get to this specific one.
Right. I don't know. Okay. But it's a great way to earn income.
It is.
And it's very active income. So anybody who tells you like flipping is passive is not true. It's a part-time job. Yes. But it's a good paying part-time job. If you can stand to wait a little while before you get paid, it's a great way to get a check. And then it's an even better way to generate income that you can then invest into more rental properties.
Yes.
And so fixing and flipping, amazing.
Yes. Ooh. Bird.
Okay, all right. So this is like Bay. Like if I was cheating on Joy, it would be with Bird.
I don't like this comparison.
Hey. Okay, I'm just playing. Okay, that's gonna get played back on the recording.
You know it.
This is not good. So y'all get me in trouble. I'm just wanting to make an example.
Don't blame them. You're getting yourself in trouble. Okay.
But no, seriously though, this is a great way to do it. It's like, especially if you're in affordable neighborhoods.
Absolutely.
And so if you're in affordable neighborhoods and you're able to buy properties that are distressed, and you learn how to buy distressed properties at the right prices, and then you're able to fix the properties up. So this is where you're able to buy them at a good price. You're able to rehab them, which is to fix it up. And then you rent it out. So then you get a great tenant, somebody who really wants to stay. The house is affordably priced.
Yes.
It's all fixed up on the inside. So all the stuff is new and it works and it looks good. And then you take this new property that's got this great tenant and somebody's living there, and then you refinance the property.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's the most beautiful thing, because when you refinance it, then you're able to still keep an affordable note. You still keep a good amount of equity. We talked about equity. So you still own a lot of the house. You're not like giving the whole thing to the bank.
Right.
You still have some skin in the game, if you will, into the property. But then at the same time, you're able to, get pull some of the equity to be able to invest in some other property. So highly recommend it, especially if you're in affordable neighborhoods. And so we're going to be doing a seminar. All those who are interested should probably text us. So I don't know if you can see the number, but it's 502. I'll enlarge it real quick. I want you to see this number. We're doing a seminar, 502-632-3005. You text that in April. We're doing a seminar. It's going to be hands-on. It's going to be live, or it's going to be
have some virtual
options.
As well.
We really want to do live. So if you're interested in the first week of April, we're going to be doing a live seminar. Hit us up. I think you're going to really enjoy it. It's going to be really cool. But this is a good example, because it's all going to be about investing in working class or affordable neighborhoods, and to be able to do this similar strategy, which we believe that many people can execute and do really well on.
Ooh, okay. So we have our short-term rentals. Ooh, as I said, Airbnb.
I mean, I got me like
Or
5 Airbnbs,
as we have
man.
listed,
Like 10 Airbnbs.
VRBO, which are just, what'd you call them? Companies.
Yeah,
Just,
well, VRBO and then Furnished Finder. So these are different ways to be able to rent out a furnished and a house that's got you have the electric on, the water on, the Wi-Fi.
so we got like
you
all
got
the
TV,
amenities.
you got the amenities,
It's
and you want to keep it
furnished.
nice, and then
Yeah.
get somebody who just goes in there and kind of gently treat the property.
Mhm.
They come and stay for 30 days on Furnished Finder, or even they have the option to do monthly leases or more longer leases on Airbnb or VRBO. But I highly recommend this strategy for somebody maybe in a destination location.
Yeah.
Or
That's
if you
all.
have the right property that you're just looking for something different than just a long-term rental. The
Mhm.
big thing is you want to check your local regulations and to make sure
yes.
that the thing you're doing is legal.
Yes.
And so if you have some different zoning requirements, etc.,
Mhm.
and then also whenever you're adding furniture and TVs and paying all the bills, you want to really have your capital, like you want to
Yeah.
have the money to be able to do all those different things and do it
Mhm.
well. And then also enough to be able to make sure that you can, continue to
Yeah.
pay all those expenses until the place starts generating income.
Yeah.
All those are very, very important, but it will generate larger sums of income.
It
for
will
you.
than just your regular,
Straight tenant.
straight
Yeah.
tenants.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the long-term rentals.
Oh, wholesaling. Come on. Come on.
Wholesaling. Yes, wholesaling is like John said earlier, just a little snippet. It's like the quickest flip.
Yeah, it's the quickest flip
It's
you
the
do.
quickest flip.
Yeah. So here's
Flipping a piece of
here it
paper.
is. So I go up to you
Okay.
and you own 123 Main Street. I'm like, hey man, is
Yeah.
this Miss Joy?
Yes, it
How
is.
you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, I see here you own 123 Main Street.
Yes.
Oh no, don't worry, it's public record, So
Oh,
we're just
okay.
looking. We're not
Okay.
creepers or anything
Oh,
like that.
okay.
We're just buying some
Okay.
houses in your neighborhood, and we
Okay.
wanted to know if you'd be interested in selling. We got a fair cash offer for you, and we can close pretty quickly. Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad. My grandmother passed away, and
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
she
that.
left this house to me, and I live in Georgia.
Really?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm not actually
man.
here all the time to be able to keep it up,
No,
though.
I understand. We drove by and we saw like the windows were busted out.
Yeah,
and-
people have been kind of
yeah.
just not doing.
No, it's
good.
understand. I'm gonna send one of my guys over there just to go ahead and put some boards on the windows. Don't worry about it. Just make sure I take care of you and stuff. But we really are interested in selling. I mean, if you would that be something you would
I wouldn't mind consider
benefit
that for the
from?
right price. Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's what I'd like to do. I'm gonna go by and check out the house,
Mhm.
and then I'll make you an offer right there on the spot, and we'll do the paperwork, and we can get it all taken care of.
Okay, because that really would take a lot off of me from just
No
because
doubt.
I don't live here in the
Hey,
city.
it's my pleasure. It's my
All right.
pleasure, and we're here to help you in any kind of way.
Yeah.
And just thank you for trusting us, and we're excited to do something together.
All right.
And so
Quickest
then
flip.
I would write that down on a piece of paper, do
Yeah.
some paperwork. Then I'm gonna say, hey, I'm either gonna buy it myself at that price, or if I say, well, maybe it's a little bit more work than I want to do for my team, then I'm gonna go and there's another investor who maybe they would pay a little bit more for it.
Yeah.
Maybe they, instead of paying 100 for it like I would, maybe they said I'd pay 105. I pay 107. And so they buy it for 107 or 105, and then you keep the difference between the two.
Right.
And then so that's how that works.
Yeah.
So you help somebody to
help them
buy
solve a
something
problem
that they were having a problem with, a distressed property, and then they're able to be able to come out with a nice check, and they get rid of their problem, and then another investor gets a great deal as well. So then there's also commercial and apartment complexes. Ooh, we baby. This is it, man. Hey, to me right here, this is the space that you living in when you playing that Monopoly for real. Yeah. I mean, like we are buy the block type of investors. Trust me. Me and Joy, we love to buy the block, specifically your own block or your grandmama's block or your mama's block. Go buy the house that you next door to your uncle. Yeah. Go buy that house. Yeah. And so we buy the block all day long. Yeah. But this right here, this is Monopoly. Yes. This is when you are buying commercial, when you really, really are at scale. Yeah. And so the benefit of buying these commercial properties is that when you add value, you actually add value by who you can recruit as your tenant And then as the market increases and the rents increase, or you're able to add amenities and add a swimming pool, or you're able to paint the properties and refurbish them, put in granite countertops. As you increase those rents, the value of those places increases at like an exponential rate. And so you can put in a small amount for one of these apartment complexes. Maybe you put in a $500,000 remodel, but then now the place is worth $5 million more. I mean, that's how significantly sharp the value can go up with these type of properties.
So you're saying I can purchase this apartment building and then invest some funds into it, and then it can increase that significantly just from doing some updates,
and then increasing the value, getting in great tenants, and like being able to really, I mean, that's just when you're really making some really big plays. And so really ultimately, to me, I really want to do commercial, but I want to own buildings that have businesses in them. And I want to bring in great operators to run those businesses and then have a residential. So I'm looking for like a mixed use that has some residential and some commercial, because I got a vision for it. And so if you got a vision for something, whether it's commercial or apartment, you got to run your vision. Sometimes you see something that other people just don't.
And that's the great thing about real estate, investing in general. It's like, it's your idea, it's your plan, it's however that works best for you, however it works best with your life, with your vision, like all that's important within, because maybe single family homes are not for you, but maybe apartment building or commercial is what can go with what you're already doing, or enhance what you're doing already.
Enhance what you're doing already. And really all you want to do with this is find a way where you can with the additional time that you have, and usually some money that you have access to that maybe you're not even thinking about, is to be able to take some time that you could have been wasting doing some whatever, and then take some of the money that you're not doing anything with, and then take it and put it into some real estate, something that can benefit you. It can give you more options. Sometimes you can take some of that money and buy yourself some life insurance policies. You can take some of that money and you can be able to buy some stocks. You can take some of that money and buy, your vacation home. Maybe you wanted to buy a second home somewhere. So it doesn't always have to be that you want real estate to be your full-time job. A lot of people don't want that, but you might want to buy a place that is near a university. So then your kids could go to school. And then you don't have to pay for your kids to go and pay rent to go to school.
Because another good thing about real estate investing is that it can help you establish some generational wealth for your family. It's like, you may love what you do. You may be in a profession that is so needed in the world, but however, it may not be the conduit for you to start that generational wealth for your family. So, and real estate is something that can help do that. It can help establish that for your family.
And it just gives you the option to be able to, maybe you don't see yourself working for another 15 years.
And
you're like, okay, well, I'd rather see if I could put in 5 or 6 instead of putting in 15. Or, maybe you got some family that you want to take care of, and then you're looking to buy some property so that, when it's time for you to take care of your family. I mean, I'm literally thinking about that myself. It's like when we're buying properties, some of them in our own neighborhood, I'm like, okay, if something happened with this person, maybe they could stay over here. Or thinking about my kids. Okay, well, maybe while they're going to school, they don't got to move away. Maybe they can stay down the street if they don't feel comfortable staying in my home anymore. And so like, that's how we're thinking about it as a family person. It's not monopoly in terms of getting rich. It's monopoly in terms of your family and being able to be wealthy with your time, and then to be able to spend your time doing the things that you believe are most important.
Because wealth for some people is not just money.
Right. And
like,
then
it's not.
And then even for us, like, I mean, honestly, that we had to be honest with y'all. It's like, we've been talking about the types of real estate investing, but you have to invest in a way that aligns with your goals and what you want to do. Everybody's not wanting to take over the world with some kind of super kind of get rich plan. And so don't be something you're not. But do own the place that you live in. Do own something for your grandma, or do own something for moms. Like, what happens to some of the moms? I need some place for moms. I don't want moms living in some nonsense. I need her to be close to me. Maybe I don't want her in my specific house. Maybe somebody else will be taking care of whatever it is. Or maybe she's gonna stay with me. I need a bigger house to be able to do it. Maybe this real estate can afford that for me. And so like, these are the things where thinking about your strategy, some of the best investments that I know is people who bought commercial like duplexes and things near universities. And like that's a great way to do it. So then when their kids went to school, they was able to be able to have a place for them to live.
Yes, that's
and
so
then
good.
also they was able to get rent.
Yeah.
So then, they was able to keep that income going and then sell it at a profit after that. So if you can be strategic right now with some of your real estate plays, there's a lot of really, really cool stuff that you can do.
It can definitely.
And so really one of our questions is like, now who's up next?
Who's up next?
It's like the biggest issue that we have with real estate is that we don't invest soon enough.
That's right.
That's the number one challenge.
Yep.
And then if you have got one property, is that you're not buying more faster. The big issue is that time is creeping up after you.
Yeah.
You have every month you're not getting rent, you don't get a chance to get that month back.
Yeah.
You're going to be a month older and a month closer to your end point. And so you have to maximize time.
Right.
So the quicker you can get this income coming in, the better.
Yeah.
And so that's why we started this program, because you can do it alone. You can watch us on YouTube, watch us on Facebook. We're going to give you as much information as we can.
Yeah.
And you can watch other people as well, which we highly recommend. Get some friends, go to some meetings, but we also do real estate coaching.
Yeah, we do. We do.
With the purpose of doing it so that you can have an opportunity to have somebody to walk side by side and help you to win. Right. It's like the reason is not this is not what we live off of. No. This is us saying, hey, we do this and we believe it helped us and we believe it will help you as well. Yeah.
We really see the value in it and being able to do this and do it together as a couple.
Yeah, it's really changed our life.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
It's like, I'm gonna give you a real example. If y'all could hang with us, I guess, I don't know if I'm gonna share with you whether you like it or not. But I was just but seriously, it's like, it's a real example for today. We got up. Every day we get up at 3:30. We get up early. We pray individually, and then we'll go read our Bible separately. Then we do Bible study with our kids. Right. Then after that, we go into working out together. Yeah. And then after that, we go into our real estate day and all other stuff. And then I start having meetings in the afternoon later. And then we go into doing things like this, and then also other things with church and our ministry work and different things with nonprofit, whatever we're doing, all those different things. Yeah. And so, it's a fairly jam-packed day.
Yeah, it is.
But today it just didn't work. We got up today and said,
you know what?
We need to talk.
Yeah.
And like we literally spent the first half of the day just talking and without the pressure of, a lot of different things that we could have been pressured with.
Right.
And that's what's important to our lifestyle. Right. And everybody's lifestyle is different. Like if you're a person who wants to invest with you, like I like my wife and we like talking to each other. And so I like spending time with each other. And like all those things are important for us. If it's important for you, there's no better way to go about it than through real estate, in my opinion.
No, I totally agree. I mean, it's no better way.
Yeah. And so that's one of our whys of why we do it, is so that we can have the opportunity. But whatever your why is, the reason why we started doing this coaching is so that we could support you all with your why. Yes. And so you have a why. I want you just to even put your mind on that why. Yeah. It's like there's some things that are important to you to do with your time. Yes. And do you have the funding to open your nonprofit? Right. Like sometimes the real estate you're buying or the flip you're doing isn't something that you're doing for you. It's something that you have planned to do for somebody else, and you have planned to be able to give that. And if you want to increase your giving, what better way than to make some extra money doing something you weren't even
like. Real estate can be the vehicle for so many different things that like I say, it's foundational. It's John mentioned a nonprofit. Like it can be that foundation for so many other things. It's so worth it, y'all.
It is.
It is so worth it.
It is. Be the funding. Like sometimes I seriously see this all the time, but like sometimes we got something that we're doing that we just want to sponsor something.
Right.
But we don't really feel comfortable doing it because we got to talk to each other. And it's like, well, maybe Joy's not going to want to do it.
Right. What's he going to think?
Yeah, but if you have a business, a real estate business that has a couple rental properties in it, well, those funds can sponsor somebody to go to a camp, or those can sponsor the Urban League or the Master Build Academy. Maybe you want to do something for that, or you wanted to be able to be a person who can be in these different rooms. It gives you opportunities to be able to provide for the things that you believe are most important.
Right.
And to some people, it's a boat or a Mercedes, new Mercedes, whatever.
Yeah.
That's not our testimony
No,
personally,
it's
but
not.
there are things that are equally as important to us
Yeah.
that maybe not be mainstream,
Mhm.
but whatever's important to you,
Yeah.
use real estate as one of the avenues to fund it. I
Yes.
guarantee you all, specifically with the coaching part, if you are serious and you're thinking this year is your year, 2024 is
Mhm.
your year, don't wait. Just schedule some time with me and
Yes.
Joy. We'll send
Yes.
you a link. And then we'll sit
Right.
here and talk, and we'll just
Mhm.
kind of get a feel for like helping you to get in the right direction.
Right.
We've been supporting a lot of different folks for a long while,
Time. Yeah.
and our goal is to help see you in.
Yes.
And so, feel free to text us. It's like you can hit that number 502-632-3005.
Mhm.
Somebody on our team will get back to you.
Yep.
And send you a link to be able to set some time up and just talk like, well, what is your next step?
Right.
And then maybe we can hit you with some ideas that will help you to be able to get your real estate empire going.
Absolutely.
So that you can fund the things that you think are most valuable in your life.
Yeah.
It's so important. So important.
Yeah.
So this has been great. We've been talking about types of real estate investing today.
Yes.
I told y'all something incredibly embarrassing at the beginning. So if you just join it on, you're going to have to rewind that to catch to it. But tomorrow we're going to be obviously live for all those who are joining us in the state of Kentucky. You can join us we'll be speaking at the Kentuckiana Real Estate Investors Association meeting. So you can come. That's at Woodhaven Country Club.
Come check us out.
You can come check us out tomorrow. That'll be at 5:30. We'll be talking at the early meeting, so you can come join us. Also on Saturday, there's going to be a retreat, all-day retreat. It's going to be some amazing speakers, some people giving all kinds of amazing real estate game on Saturday. There is a small fee for it, really kind of a nominal fee. Highly recommend you sign up for that. We're going to be in that meeting as well, talking about partnerships, not just marriage as a partnership, but talking about different ways to partner with people to be able to increase your income and also to go faster together. And so we'll be talking about acceleration. So that's coming up. And then also for all those who like and know about Master Builder Academy as well. If you text that number, matter of fact, 502-632-3005, Joy and I are actually going to be on Master Builders Academy for a mastermind real estate session tonight. So anybody who's wanting to join that, you can hit us up, or you can go on Facebook, masterbuilderacademy.com. We're going to be on there in 8 minutes. So we're going to have to sign off right now so we can get some water and just get ready for that. But God bless y'all. It's been a great time hanging out.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Like it, subscribe to the page. Make sure you stay connected. We appreciate y'all. God bless you. And remember this one thing.
Yes.
It is so
always so much better.
Together. All right. We'll see y'all later.